edge of the ice, nor return to the colony. Shortly afterwards, we saw him heading straight towards the mountains, some 70 kilometers away. Dr. Ainley explained that even if he caught him and brought him back to the colony, he would immediately head right back for the mountains. But why?
The penguin is going back to the mountains because that's where it has its Metal Gear Solid 3 machine, where it can spend the rest of its entire life living peacefully and quietly by itself, playing Metal Gear Solid 3. Hello, and welcome to another Super Bunny Hop Super Poverty stream, where we're going to be playing none other than Metal Gear Solid 3. We last left off right before the Fury. I just wanted to, point out what sort of cool camera direction changes it's going to be making on the way down the stairs here, where it shows you bats on your way down. I've been fiddling around. I still have echo. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds fine to me. Echo. I have been playing around with some Steam. You sound like Aquaman. What in the world? I have been playing around with some Steam. You sound like Aquaman. What in the world? I'm listening to myself, and I sound fine to me on my end. Let me. I'm listening to myself, and I sound fine to me on my end. Yeah, see, we have at least two of us. I'm listening to myself, and I sound fine to me on my end. Yeah, see. Yeah, maybe it's me. Anyways, okay, I have been playing around with the Steam input controller options, and you can screw around with the dead zones to make a full tilt 100% analog stick input be a little harder to achieve, require a little bit more push out of your controller, making it quite possible to okay, now that apparently our audio is back, I can full screen the game and get all immersed and enjoy a wonderfully aesthetic, nice looking walk down the stairs here, where the camera warns you of some interactables and dangers on the way down, such as those bats. I restarted this game on European Extreme mode, playing through real slowly and cinematically that way as well, and found out that the camera shows you where the apples and the trees are. The camera shows you where Froggy is hidden, the Aeroton frog character, and the camera also will be auto-aiming on the Fury as he's flying around the stage in his jetpack. I'll be showing that in a couple minutes after first showing what a cool, like, almost Star Wars-esque sort of environment we're looking at here, with these repetitive lights lining a deep, dark shaft that you can, like, wiggle the right stick to peer over but never quite see all the way down. This little movement of tilting the right stick up almost feels like tilting your neck up and over the railing to peer down. The camera is making moves here to try and make Snake look a little smaller than whatever's going on in the background. This kind of lighting work going on in this cutscene was really impressive to see rendered on real time on the PS2. Which is why the real-time cutscenes are usually more impressive than pre-rendered FMVs.
I am the Fury. The flames of my rage will incinerate you. I came
The
back.
reflection.
As I returned, I had one vision. The world set ablaze. And do you know what I saw there? Fury. A great and terrible fury at being alive. Now, you're going to feel the scorching heat of that horrible blackness. Burn!
Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, one of those shots apparently hit him. Fun fact, you could just auto-aim on the Fury right at the very beginning of the gunfight by firing your direction in the general direction of his camera angle. I meant to say firing your bullet, but I've got a dog crawling on me right now. Fighting him from the cinematic camera angles is really interesting because he has a disadvantage whenever he's placed on the north side of the arena. And you can use your stereo audio to be able to tell what direction you might be able to see him by inferring it from what you don't see on the camera. Eddie, what are you... Why are you screwing with the pop filter, Eddie? Yeah. Another thing that these camera angles try to get you to do is zigzag on your way down the lanes when you're running away from him, and rely on the third person aiming more than you normally would. And so every now and then, it'll show you a new way through. You can also peek him through these interstitial spaces. Yeah.
Boss, this is the end of the Cobras.
Welcome to the stream
live
video.
on.
Snake Dog's name is Eddie.
You're the only one left. I'm off. To join the sorrow.
The lighting probably is brighter than you remember.
Behold, the flames of fury.
Master
The fires of
Collection.
hell will purge me clean.
The Master Collection seems a bit brighter on in general for some reason.
I can see it. Mission Control, do you read me?
I just saw the comment about the Austin Powers music being similar. Eddie was named after the dog from Frasier.
I'm coming home. I see the earth.
Look at how good that looks. There's some kind of weird dithering effect going on. That means it's expensive. Yeah, that was very clean. I think I took only 1 direct hit and 3 indirect hits from walking through his fire. I did not change to the third-person camera at all. I relied on first-person aiming for only a minimum. I was playing that boss fight a lot last night, though, so I technically have a lot of practice. They're making a very conscious callback to Metal Gear Solid 1 here. Okay, so we're gonna optimize our camo for whatever purpose he's standing on right here, which I believe already is set to. Is there anything other than the blackface though? No, we're just gonna have to wear blackface for a while. Let's get equipped for some lightweight sneaking and some kind of automatic in the event of an emergency. K-47 ammo cheaper. Handkerchief's gonna be cheaper than cigar gas, although I'm just remembering that I think I can teleport to the next objective right away by putting on the scientist's unit. which might actually be the optimal strategy. Hang on a second. Let me just see what happened. Oh, I don't think they will accept him in if he's blackface. You have to change that much. Hello. Hello. I'm lost. I seem to have lost my way.
Who's that?
Oh, it's not working. Never mind. Let's run and hide and commit to this mistake I just made. I was just acting like I knew what I was doing. But you know what? It's on normal mode. The consequences for making one mistake aren't gonna be that bad. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. Guy coming down a stair. Get Splitter and Blackface back on again. Okay, we're having combat happen. The shotgun is useful for knocking people down without killing them. The stun grenade might be useful right now. Smoke grenade. And a poisonous animal to throw at people. That's what I need to get Snake out of this situation. So maybe a stun grenade popping around the staircase might get him, if not knocking him down with the shotgun and then CQCing him unconscious. Yeah, or not. It was fairly clean and non-lethal, but not very cinematic. So I'll just basically belly crawl right back to my starting point and try to do that over again, but with a mistake being committed to. They didn't fall for the biologist ruse, they're elite soldier. It actually looks like I might be, clear to screw around with the bodies.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost the enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Yeah, let's loot the bodies. I think that dart hit him. 2 stars on the left. There's front center and the dart did hit it. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Wow, wow. What kind of ammo is it? 16 and smoke grenade. How are we doing on magazines? 8. We could use more. Yeah, optimal gameplay. That was Not cinematic, but it was optimal. Item? Yes, a lot of items. Or M16 ammo. Gonna wake up soon. I gotta get out of here, but early I'm not under that much pressure. Sure, I have a gunshot wound and 3 guys got knocked unconscious and 1 is falling asleep from a tranquilizer dart, but I also blew the cover of the scientist disguise that Snake was working on, but somehow I have a feeling that the story will not be impacted in any way whatsoever.
Come in, HQ.
Oh, AK-47 bullets are full now. And you know what I feel like we could use? Some nice soothing music.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Unable to determine the problem.
Understood. Return to your position.
And a 9th magazine. I can't believe that did not raise an alarm. No, the ammo disappeared! It was operating off of some kind of hidden timer logic. Well, I guess we just screwed up our rank. Thanks for the 100 bucks, Tim Lobster. That will come in especially helpful this month. I'm going to try to visit my mom for Thanksgiving, but also more, oh, hey, it's Froggy. Wait, there's no need to put a silencer on. We already tested this. Wait, did we? Okay, the tranquilizer pistol is louder than an AK-47 apparently, but anyways.
Patrol here. The enemy is
The
attacking
HOA in the condo tower that I live in has hiked the monthly fees by 50%. I previously mentioned earlier about how there was a big bitter conflict going on involving that whole fiasco, and that's the latest development of that. Monthly cost of living going up by something like 46% here. It's great. It's awesome. But yes, financial need is somehow even more desperate than before. If you have $1 or $2 to throw around, even that would be appreciated, as would be the fun joke I would read with the donation message attached, I'm sure. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, it might be challengeable in court, but we'll be working on it. Am I gonna get out of here this way? I don't want to have to tranquilize him. Can I sneak out between the tires? Oh no, it's not a fat enough gap for me to fit inside of! I think I've learned that I have enough time to make at least one move here. 70% camo is enough to sneak past this guy, right? So started another playthrough on European Extreme mode and learned that the camera is really zoomed in to an optimal zoom level that favors about 90% camo index rating. If you have 70%'s a little slippery, but in the jungle, it's quite easy, actually, to crawl on the ground and get 90% camo. And, for most of the entire game, if you keep your camo index around 90%, you can handle these original camera angles quite well. In fact, they add a whole lot, like an unexpected reveal just then that was weirdly synchronized up to the music. I didn't know I was crawling in the path of a, searching patrol of 3 guards, but 70% camo seems like enough to be able to navigate around them easily enough with these original camera angles. I can also see around this corner before going around. Oh god, they're coming after me. I gotta speed this up. But your belly crawl is also deceptively... I mean, I don't want to call it fast, but it's not slow. You might be underestimating just how smoothly and cleanly you can navigate around with this thing. I might have to tranquilize someone in the face. Or use spider camo to hopefully slip just out of view in the exact opposite direction to a hiding spot. Never mind, spider camo was just enough to turn his sight off. Whatever partial I can go back to splitter now. I only needed it for a couple seconds. And I should resist the temptation to grab those items until I get Colonel Volgan's disguise inside. Once he turns around, the pathway to the door should be clear, but there's still more people behind him, so I don't quite entirely know. Oh, and he has a friend too! Okay. We need Snake to eat some food so his tummy won't be rumbling too loud while he's trying to sneak around and hide from the guards. And we also gotta use our eyeballs. There, that's my opportunity. This is my opportunity. Right.
Understood. Return to your position.
70%, 70%. Dun 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 dun. Brum bum ba. That felt pretty good. That reminded me that was a good sneak. Okay, so in here, why are the loading times stretchy? Anyways, in here we can put on the scientist uniform and have fairly free reign of the place. So long as I don't... Oh, I should also put away as many weapons as possible so I don't burn too many calories sneaking around with all those guns attached to me. I might want to keep the cardboard box and I might want to keep the motion detector. I might want to keep the handkerchief. Oh, good thing we have lots of glowing mushrooms in case our batteries run out. So, there are some useful supplies to get on the bottom floor of this building before you go up further. It is always helpful to comb the place for supplies on your way through. I was taking a peek at a room north of me. The motion detector turned on. Blocked for now, but we'll be able to slip in there. Quite hilarious. Oh yeah, mouse traps. This is a good... No, it's not. I have a pocketbook full of dead animals. Dun 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 dun.
Get to work already.
Dun dun dun. So that's how you slip into restricted areas in Metal Gear Solid 3 Distant Snake Eater Edition. It's very, very fancy and elaborate and complicated. Oh yeah, there's another book. Oh, there's Rykov. But there's a scientist, and scientist just right through my clever disguise. It spots me. I think the scientist glimpsed me. I better hide behind the bookshelves. There he is. He's reading Gamer magazine. Look at how cinematic this is. Me, sir? Okay, and let's get out. Camera system definitely seemed like it was trying to have some good visual comedy with the shot of those bookshelves in there. Very cute. So this area might be not worth the effort right now. It's possible to home that one for supply. But I think you gotta slip in with one of the other guards walking the door. There's the froggy. Positioned right to the center left of the original camera angle. And where is Rykov? And is that Rykov? Yes, it is. Can I get a dot on my motion detector? I will associate with Rykov. If you need to kill time while waiting on Rykov to come to the locker area, just open up the lockers and rummage through. No one will mind. Privacy doesn't exist in the society. Oh. Coming on the motion detector. Now I see him moving away on the motion detector. Right there. Hello. Hello, welcome to work break room. Good night. Enjoy your work break. What a nice, relaxing, perfectly stealthy time we've been having tonight. Dr. Snake. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call the uniform disguise from here on out. The scientist disguise, he's Dr. Snake. Of course there's no privacy in here, it's our locker, not your locker. So, now, before we move on, we're going to put, I'm gonna keep the hang out. Put TNT in. I don't think we need the motion detector or the cardboard box. And the last area
Keep up with the fine
of
work, sir.
this building that I did not comb for supplies. This design room here. This is where designers do design work. This is what it looks like. Is there nothing in here? I thought there was like cigar gas bullets or something. Huh. Anyways. You might think it would be a good idea to go across the bridge to the other wing and continue on with the story. No, that's a bad idea. We're actually gonna go to the other wing on the ground right now. Oh, thanks for the 50 bucks, Trick the Discovery. Ba bum bum ba. I was last doing this routine. I think I worked this routine out while playing the 3DS version of it. After you get Rykov's disguise and before Volgin breaks the disguise and figures it out, you have free reign of the whole entire Groznygrad. Hey, let me know in the Twitch chat what sort of items you like to collect in the Groznygrad base, and if you had free reign to collect them with no danger or punishment to worry about whatsoever, which item would you collect? There's something under this truck to collect? No. If there's anything around here that I need to collect, please let me know now. Okay, M37, M63, TNT's full. Don't believe we can use the M63 or the M37 one either. 63, 16, Scorpion, 37. 16, Scorpion, 7. NT. Oh, there's a laser pointer on this thing? Yeah, there's a laser pointer on the Scorpion. I didn't know that. Oh shit. It's fine. These don't count as kills. No, it's not fine. There's got to be a better way out of this. I'm not done either. Okay.
Nothing here.
The dogs attack me? Are the dogs safe? Okay, how do I explain myself to him? I was just shooting guns in the gun room. You would have spotted me if the disguise wasn't active. I was just shooting guns in the gun room and keeping our stock of bullets fresh so that we won't be using old bullets, soldier. That's all. I think the dogs are also calmed down. Thought there might be an item or two back here. Silly me, I sure thought wrong. There's a bag on top of the floor where you get captured. I think I know about a book on top of the building where they throw you in jail. The floor where you get captured. Oh, there might also be something tucked away upstairs here. Yeah. M63 bullets! Time to make another magazine. M63. I don't think that's generating a magazine. Hey, what? Why did the... Damn, now my cinematic continuity has been broken. Let's get out of here and that timer turned off. Yeah, something with the dogs. I was worried with how close those dogs were getting last time. I knew those dogs were up to no good. Bugs are never wrong. Oh no, I think I forgot to blow it up as well. So let me take another look at this. You can see the laser pointer on that thing. On the menu art, there is a block, a rectangular block attached to the gun. We'll toggle semi to full audio with Y. Yeah, it has a laser pointer that they just never talk about. Sigint, hello? Maybe Sigint can fill us in on this anachronism?
I see you're equipped with a Scorpion. The Scorpion is a new type of small submachine gun made in Czechoslovakia.
I've heard of it, but...
But you never used one, right? Well, they only started making it 3 years ago, after all. There are a bunch of different models of Scorpion. What kind of rounds does that one take?
32 ACP.
Then it's gotta be the VZ61.
It sounds like the music is timed up to their
from a lot of other
conversation.
submachine guns in that it operates on a closed bolt system. So you get a high degree of precision even when firing in semi-auto mode. Another special feature on the Scorpion is the rate reducer, a mechanism that also functions as a shock absorber. What it does is lock the bolt in place for a split second when it's in the rearward position. That keeps the firing rate down to a reasonable level, and also helps make the gun easier to control when firing in full auto mode. The Scorpion's firing rate is 750 rounds per minute. It ought to be a heck of a lot easier to control than the Mach 11, which has a rate of 1,200 rounds per minute. You should be able to handle it with one hand no problem in semi-auto mode. In full auto mode, you could probably manage short bursts. And it looks like that one's fitted with a laser sight, too.
There it is. Laser
The Soviets
sight.
probably developed this one on their own. You can't use the aim button to aim from the shoulder, but with the laser sight accuracy, it shouldn't be that big of a problem.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost the enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
What the...
I might lying on spider camo for a bit to get me up here. And I'll try the disguise once the caution timers tick down to 0.
Huh? Who's that? What the? What the?
This is awkward.
Who's that? Who's that? Radio, where's our backup?
Oh, yeah.
This is HQ.
Once again, not very cinematic. Pure Hollywood. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Dun 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 dun. And to think I was worried. No, this isn't the OG version. This is Master Collection. Dun 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 dun. Oh good, I won't be tempted to blast 30 AK bullets into the air now.
This is HQ.
Control here. Lost the enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Okay, what was I working on? I was working on getting the caution timer down to 0 so that I can try the scientist uniform. Not the scientist uniform, the officer uniform. To comb the area of any missing supplies.
Who's there?
Welp! I didn't think he would turn around so fast.
This is HQ.
Oh boy. No! Good, I can put on my blackface for extra camouflage. Should I actually be tranquilizing people right now? Yeah. The music is dramatic enough and the stakes are dramatic enough for me to feel tempted to finally finish playing out this combat phase. On. Have 11 silencers. There is no consequence to me tranquilizing this guy. Never mind, he turned around. I might be able to get out of here without tranquilizing people.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Riot Shield versus Handkerchief.
The enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Oh no. There's another guard that I'm gonna have to George up my way out of here with. Yeah, get Georged. Get out of here. Get back to your regularly scheduled walking pathway. I'm guessing that it would be safe to go to the northeast. So is the Scorpion submachine gun depicted in this game the same thing as... Oh, look at that! The camera's showing us Froggy, top center. Is the Scorpion submachine gun in this game the Klob from GoldenEye? The KLO-133 or whatever it was called? Infamous for having low damage and a high rate of fire. So it just ate through all your ammo for very little gain. Let's wait 13 more seconds. The camera is begging you to shoot the Froggy. It's the Klob, it is. Very important that we know what the Klob is. Clobber in time.
Unable to locate the problem.
Understood. Return to your position.
That's Mosin Nagant ammo. Okay, the AK-47 bullets might be good for a... yeah! Might be good for a magazine. Wait, no. They just can't catch a break, can they?
This is HQ.
Patrol here.
Yoink.
You're under fire.
120?
Raising alert status.
That's like 4 magazines.
Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
So you could... I could have made 4 magazines from that? HQ, everything is never mind, we're under fire again!
Sir.
Oh my god, they just saw me, handkerchief that guy. That might have been Johnny.
Sir. Sir.
I remember their. Why are they checking the cell? Maybe the bad guy turned himself into our cells. Okay, I guess we got everything in there. Was the camera epic. Next up is the food shack.
Sir. Sir.
Time to eat. Nastiest thing. Actually. Weaponize that. There's nothing here. Okay. This is a very, very familiar problem of, advanced level Metal Gear Solid 3 gameplay, is that your food can be too full of too much good food. There's too much of a good thing happening here. There's situations every now and then where you might want to eat some kind of mediocre food to free up the slot for worse food, but it's not likely to happen if you know how to play video games good and have too much good food to have the gameplay possibility of letting go of some kind of mediocre food. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely delightfully cartoonishly ridiculous. This is also a surprisingly active game session. Even though I'm not really in danger and not really sneaking around, I'm still doing a lot of stuff. The inputs I'm hammering in and out of this game are thick. No, I think 1960s pinups did look like that. This is a super secret Soviet weapons facility. They're a few years ahead of the curve on a number of things. That's just the latest in high-tech, cutting-edge pinup research technology that they're developing here. They were researching and developing it at the R&D facility. So I'm immersed. It seems plausible to me. They're prototype Soviet pinups, yes. Okay, now we get one of the longer all the cutscenes. Going to bring us down to windowed mode and see if I can figure out what's loading screen, or is it? Oh, nope, that was loading screen.
it is.
You can count on me. What about the philosopher's legacy?
I don't know anything about that. What are you? Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
I know nothing, I swear it. No one but the Colonel knows of the legacy.
I see.
No, don't! Oh.
He must look like such a goon when he goes shopping. He knows how to walk his hunched over. I have a hard time imagining Snake living like a normal person in normal civilian life. Anyway.
Who's there?
Imagining him driving a car in traffic
You're
is
the man
kind of
from
hard
the CIA.
to...
What are you doing
That's-
here?
I told you before, didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here.
A man of honor, just like your commander. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late. Don't tell me. The Shagohods.
Exactly. The final preparations for Phase 2 are complete.
Sokolov, what exactly is Phase 2?
That little peek he did over the
It's a composite
camera.
range extension system for medium-range ballistic missiles.
Like a cartoon character with from the side.
The Shagohod was originally designed as a tank that could launch nuclear missiles from any type of terrain. There was just one problem we couldn't
Only
figure
one?
out how to solve. The ICBMs we have today are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it.
Oh.
They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile directly into the American homeland.
So this is the cutscene where we find out that it
That's when I
can
came up
launch the
with
missile
idea for Phase 2.
farther if it has a
But
running
there's no way
start.
you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it?
By accelerating
Is this
the
an
Shagohod
actual thing?
itself.
Accelerating it.
In Phase 2, a rocket booster unit is attached to the frame of the Shagohod. The unit incorporates the same technology used in the Vostok rocket that sent Major Gagarin into space. Using this booster, the Shagohod can achieve a land speed of over 300 miles per hour.
That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour.
Yes. And from this state of accelerated motion, it launches a nuclear missile.
So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket.
Yes, precisely. The range
The
of the
physics
missile
check
launched
out.
by the
It's like throwing a
Shagohod thus
frisbee.
increases from
Makes perfect
2,500
sense to
miles
me, man.
6,000 miles.
6,000 miles. That's enough to strike anywhere
know
in the
why
United
you think
States.
science is
Not
so
only
funny.
that, with the Shagohod, there's
Because
no
I like
need
to
construct
imagine a
giant
short little
silos
man
like
having
the
to
ones used
scurry
house
his
ICBMs.
little legs along to throw a
All you
football
need
really
is
fast.
A runway about 3 miles in length.
It's
or
very-
equivalent.
Very funny
And
image.
you can launch a thermonuclear
But
strike
I
against
guess you
any
gotta have an
location in the United
imagination
States
for-
from anywhere in the
For
Soviet
it to
Union.
hit you.
It cannot be detected by spy planes or satellites.
Yeah.
It's a mobile fortress
So-
capable of deploying in secret and launching its payload at any time.
The threat is its
Weapon from hell.
geographic versatility, but it needs a runway now. The earlier problem with Metal Gears was all about them
A completed prototype now
tripping
sits
and
in the hangar.
falling
At
and
present, it is the only one of its
needing
kind.
the kind of terrain that's good for
But Vulcan
feet.
is planning to mass produce them based on that prototype.
And deploy them all over the Soviet Union.
Yes, and that's not the end of it. He's going to ship them to Eastern Europe, to Asia, to all the countries of the Eastern Bloc. Even worse, he intends to use the Shagohod as bait to foment armed uprisings among dictators, ethnic insurgents, and revolutionary groups throughout the Third World. His funds are nearly limitless. He could start mass production tomorrow if he wanted. The reason that tensions between East and West have settled into a Cold War is because each side fears the other's power. Deterrence. The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy in check is the perfect word to sum up this state of affairs. But the Shagohod goes far beyond the level of threat. It will render the concept of deterrence utterly meaningless. If such a weapon is unleashed on the world, it will not be long before all nations are engulfed in conflict. The Cold War will end, and the entire planet will be consumed by the fires of war. Vulcan and the Shagohod will be at the center of it all. So you see, it's already too late.
No, it's not too late.
What do you mean?
We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the whole facility before they can mass produce it.
Nice hole.
But just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place.
All right. The liquid fuel used in the rocket engine is stored in a tank. If you can blow it up somehow... Some C3 ought to be enough to blow the entire hangar to smithereens.
The Cold War
C3.
will end and the
You
hot
mean
war
that
will
cutting-edge
begin.
plastic explosive.
It could be molded into any shape. The bomb of the future.
Where can I get it?
There was some in the armory here, but it's gone now. It was stolen by a female spy.
Making
who was
sure
here a
that the
minute
Cold
ago.
War doesn't turn hot was a very
No, that's not her name.
frequent
Her
topic
name
of
is
conversation.
Tatiana. She made her way in here by becoming Vulcan's lover.
It's implied that Snake was completely
she was your
oblivious
lover.
this whole time.
Mine?
That Snake had completely
She
eaten
is
that onion.
Vulcan's lover. This is my lover.
So in the commentary to Metal Gear Solid
are
3,
they?
My wife.
Hideo Kojima
Dolphin.
talks about
They're in
how
America.
disgusting and
remember.
ugly
Your family's in the
Sokolov's wife
custody of
is
the
in this
CIA.
section.
How long has Tatiana been here?
Only a few weeks.
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
Wasn't
All
that
of the
like 50
experimental
seconds
data
ago?
for the Shagohod. Please, it is essential that you destroy the Shagohod.
I will, but first I've got to get you to safety.
No, I'm not going.
My mission is to rescue you. Sokolov!
Khrushchev has abandoned me. I cannot return to my country. I would most certainly be sent to the gulags.
What about the US?
Yes, I once thought of that. My family's waiting for me there. But even if I fled to the United States, I would once again find myself creating weapons of mass murder. In the end, it doesn't matter where I go. I am still a weapons scientist. To be honest with you, I'm tired.
144.75. I just saw an Easter egg in the background of the shot.
Every day, I help create things that should never be used. Things that should never have existed in the first place.
There was
Every day,
a-
without sleep,
Phone number 475-475.
without a word of praise from others. And my creations do not even benefit mankind. They are merely the tools of politicians. All I wanted to do was build space rockets.
Oh, I think they also fixed the
But
slowdown
it
I
was
was
not
getting
to
on
be.
V.
The space race between America and Russia became the prey of politicians. The space race and the arms race are one and the same.
Spacemen,
Missiles,
go on.
rockets, what's the difference? Scientists are always being used. please watch over my family.
But not as dramatically slower as before.
Major, what are you doing here? I've been waiting for you in my room.
Oh, the controller's rumbling. Leather is cracking. You hear the noises of leather.
Who are you?
Of leather
Don't play dumb
stretching
with
and
me.
stressing.
If you think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken.
Really immerse
I
you
know
into
the
the finger
Major better
movements
than
of
anyone
Vogan's
else.
fingers and his gloves there.
I come here looking for Tatiana, and what should I find? But a greasy freebooter.
Most normal thing. Doesn't.
What is this fairy disguise? It's gonna rub off on you,
Why does she say that word?
and then you'll lose sight of who you really are. Stay out of this!
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Can't go around calling people fairies anymore.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan.
I'm a little impressed by how the animation, the facial animation rigging from these characters would have included everything going on right now as well. Yeah, someone had to decide where the 3D polygonal spray of blood would go. what coordinates in the universe's air it would stretch to and from.
Tell me!
Stop it!
Who have you been talking to?
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
You'd better start talking.
Please, stop this!
If you look closely,
Who
half
is
the time the
Khrushchev's
facial expressions are
lapdog?
still,
can
and
you
we
do
only
this
get
to
the.
him?
I
the
know you
movement.
gave the data to someone.
Cameras.
Never do it
You!
like that. You monster.
I guess he's dead. Now then, I hope you'll prove more entertaining than he was. But first, let's take a look at your body, shall we? You've certainly seen your share of battles. Consider
Hold
yourself
R2.
lucky. I am about to
Oh,
show you
oh
what
no!
hell is really like.
Is this? Do I have to let go for it to progress?
Well then, let's get started.
Okay.
What is your target?
There was
Is
no
it the
damage and no
Shagohod?
rumble. Oh, now it's rumbling. Okay.
Or Sokolov? Or maybe it's the Legacy?
So when you release R2, you
Answer me!
you
Who is
take the
helping you?
damage. That's key.
Who let you in?
Oh no.
You're a tough one, but even you must have your limits. And I am a patient man.
So wait, why is the inventory and equipment even selectable during that cutscene?
Here's where the fun really begins. My body carries an electric charge of 10 million volts. Let's see how you like this.
How? Why?
Now answer me. How much does the CIA know? They're after my legacy, aren't they? Your real target is the Philosopher's legacy, isn't it?
You get electricity powers after eating all the glowing mushrooms.
Yes, yes. Let yourself go. That's what I want to see.
It's no use. He's not going to talk. He's been trained not to break. Trained by me.
Admit it! We're after the location of the legacy! The secret fund established by the three great powers during the two world wars. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? $100 billion! Divided up and hidden
exposition.
all over the world! And you're looking for a record of where all that money is hidden, right? No matter. The Philosopher's legacy is safely in my possession, in the underground vault of Groznygrad. You'll never live, What's this? A transmitter? Who's responsible for this?
The audio of his gloves cracking
I am.
was super intense just
I
then.
planted it on him to keep track of his movements.
When Volgan's gloves are on camera, you hear...
Why?
You hear them
So the Cobras could ambush him.
like they're right up
They
on the
knew
microphone.
where he was gonna be, they wouldn't have gotten themselves slaughtered.
Tortured Snake, but it was him who confessed.
It pains me to do this,
Classic
boss, but
reverse
under the
interrogation. Good work,
circumstances,
boss.
I'm afraid I must ask you to show me some proof that you and he were not in collusion.
You don't trust me, is that it?
Not that. But he
Oh,
is
she's
your apprentice.
scared of her.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. Cut out his eyes. I don't like those blue eyes of his. There's nothing more important to a soldier than his eyes. You made him a soldier, and now you will unmake him. Yes, it'll make for a touching display.
There's also something really impressive
He's
about
all
the
yours.
animation of the
Do it!
mouth bag breathing.
Ruin him, just as he did the Cobras.
Stop!
What is it, Tanya?
He's suffered enough.
Well, well. Why are you protecting him? That smell. Tatiana, you're the spy.
What are you talking about?
I know that smell.
Stop it!
Taking a fancy tour, eh, Ocelot?
Handprint.
No, I have no interest in this woman. I want to test her.
I've no interest in this woman. I'm too bisexual for her.
I'll let this be the judge.
Do as you like.
Here we go.
Another slap.
There, satisfied now?
Well, that was refreshing. Come, we're going to my room.
So you survived the Colonel's torture, eh? Watching this has made me realize something. It's really not that bad. It's the ultimate form of expression.
Okay, 475. We saw a 475 at some point, right? In the background.
You got lucky this time, Tatiana.
So, Trig the Discovery, the logistics on what exactly happens to his eye apparently allow for some degrees of survivability. It's not that he got shot in the eye so much as there was like his eye was too close to where the gun shot, and so the flash permanently injures it, and also she just shoots him with something that's not really a bullet, so it's fine. 475, look at that. 475. The Sorrow briefly possessed a little box of laundry soap or something that was on the shelf of the cleaning closet and got it to display the numbers 475 earlier, but then I guess towards the end of the cutscene he gives up and shows you it
for us. Go out and head west.
without having
Pass
to possess
underneath
a
the
box of
connecting
laundry
passageway
soap.
and go north. You'll find an open manhole there.
You're...
Quiet! Go through the manhole down into the sewers. The door at the north end of the sewers is unlocked. You can use it to get outside the fortress. I've got your equipment. We'll meet up later.
Eva...
But I can't get too close to your cell. You'll have to figure a way out of there yourself.
I accidentally pressed a key. 5 office.
I'll be in touch.
Really is a button. Food?
Time to eat!
So, you know what you... in...
Huh? What? You don't want this?
Bat. And bat. Delicious. Oh. Guy. Got a cold or something? I mentioned about how good this game looks, by the way. For how it's not explicitly designed to be played from the first-person perspective, there's a hell of a lot of detail in this prison from first person. Pipe along the wall has support structures built into that. Every bar of the prison bar is rendered in 3D. Oh, he's got a J. Got a J on his helmet.
Huh? Hey, thanks!
Art direction is so good, it's graceful. There's also an interesting frame within a frame effect, creating a lot of depth. It's almost like they intended for you to be spending a lot of time in this one particular room, looking around in the first-person view, compared to most other areas. Also, I'm not gonna call the 475 number. I know it is. Not. One is throwing food back.
Hey, eat up!
So we got fish, bat, frog.
Huh? Well, it's your loss.
Do these soldiers, like, ever eat bread? Do they just have normal bread at all? Oh, the implication is he's giving it to you from some kind of stash?
Hey, you're not such a bad guy after all. I guess not all Americans are dogs.
You mean it?
Yeah.
What did he mean by that?
You know, before the war started, I used to live in America. I even had a wife and a kid.
You must be pretty lonely.
Yeah, I am pretty lonely. Really lonely.
What's your kid's name?
Johnny.
Johnny. Nice ring to it.
Really? You like it? Well, if you say so, I'll believe you. Actually, my name is Johnny too.
That's why they gave me this helmet with the J on it.
All the firstborn sons in my family are called Johnny.
Everyone's hat has their...
Dad's a Johnny, and my son's son will
475.
probably be a Johnny too.
If I was named Mario, it would have an M.
Johnny's.
Why do we
Look
have
at how
a
good that
Cold
shot
War
looks.
anyway?
Look at how bad the writing is for how good the shot looked.
Our two countries used to be such good friends.
Look at how good that shot looks too. The wall is
I just wanna see
between
my
them,
family
dividing them, as if a war is
Must be rough.
dividing them, or
Yeah. Not as rough as
building
you
a
have
wall
it, though.
between them.
Here. I filched them from your equipment when the colonel wasn't looking.
Oh, I remember what you do with them
It's,
now.
the least I can do. Well,
Don't suppose you could let me out of here?
huh? I can't do that. Hey, don't you go getting any funny ideas. If you try to escape, I'll have to shoot you. I've said too much. I gotta go.
Fine, he gave you... gas spray gun disguised as cigarettes. Puts enemies to sleep. Press and hold X to gas. Release to let your gas out. So we just have to wait for him to get close again. Gosh, like, yeah, look at how good this looks!
Time to eat.
Wait, it's not working. There we go. Wait, isn't it, like, thought, like, it popped out of his body and you use the key to get out or something? Oh, maybe I hide in the bed now? He'll get confused when he wakes up and, like, where is he? Let's open the door and find out. He not? Huh. He doesn't seem to mind. He had nothing to say about the whole cigarette thing. Oh, a fake death bell. There's the transmit. Where did it go? I guess it just flew through my body.
Chow time! Oh no! Don't tell me he got out of here!
Snake paradox.
Is he dead?
Come on, I should still have some time. Almost. Almost there. Oh. Oh, I waited too long. Oh, I pressed the wrong button! Oh my gosh! Okay. Gotta eat the rat. And take the fake death pill. In more or less the same way, but without... without screwing the menus up, like... Or, wait, no, no, ah!
Huh? What? You don't want this?
I am going to run to the bathroom while doing this. It should be totally seamless. You should not notice a thing. Seem to be specific. Aha!
Chow time!
Oh, I peed for too long. No, I can't get the aim right.
Hey, thanks! Oh, my stomach!
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I can't hold it anymore!
Is it because of all the weird, like,
Hold on!
frogs and rats and bats and stuff that he's been eating? Did we do that?
It's coming out!
Oh my god. This is awesome.
Still going. Wow. I didn't think that was possible. That's a record.
That's great.
Ugh. Will this even flush?
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Okay. Now let's fake our own death. Oh wait, he's not close enough to fake my death. Just did I do it too early? Yeah, it took forever last time. I think I gotta fine-tune the... Okay, now. For sure. Wait, where'd it go? No! No! No!
Hey, eat up!
Where did the fake death pill go? Do I just not have it anymore for the rest of the whole game?
No! Don't tell me he got out of here! What's going on here?
Fine, I'll call the 475 phone number. Seven five. Yes. Here. Here, I cleared it out earlier. Here, Johnny cleared it out earlier. Okay, before I go out... Oh, that's right. We have... no weapons or ammo to use. Well, we sneak from one end of the base to the other, but that's fine. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. Okay, before we go outside, is there anyone who can see us? To our left? No. That guard is walking north. He should be pointed away from me. Okay, so that makes all the next problem point. Currently clear. I don't think there's anyone up. I don't think I have any reason to be. I just need to go. But that's the most important guard I have to. Oh boy. Percent camo. I would get spotted right away by the guard. I can't really. There he is. course, those search towers don't see a thing. Maybe this guy will have ammo. Gonna knock him out. No! I think it's fine. Not a real alert, fake alert. Yeah. I don't know, who was that? That was that.
Who's that?
Damn.
Radio, where's our backup?
Okay, no, this is not cinematic. I was just having fun with that guy. Ah! I didn't want to commit to a death because it's too easy. It turns their AI off now. I don't actually know how dealing with that is supposed to look like.
Who's that?
Ah! What's he doing there? He's supposed to be there. I don't know if he's supposed to be there.
Who's that?
Ah! I gave up my fish for that.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Control here. We've lost the enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
What's wrong?
Okay, if you go prone, you You can't look down the sights of a revolver. Wonder what the look.
What's wrong? I'm hungry. I am so wrong.
I should just go to the... instead of trying to hug the wall. Ow. Oh, a dog. Oh wait, I know what to...
So hungry.
Got 2 shieldmen and a dog. Does seem like a total amount of less movement than...
HQ, please respond.
And if I was right behind those shieldmen at the end of that timer, I would have gotten completely fucked.
Understood. Return to your position.
So hungry.
I think it's safe for me to crawl up there.
I haven't eaten so long.
Oh no, there's a guy. Thought I was... Can't CQC him. I could sig spray him. It's a pretty good plan, I think, actually. Could spot me doing this beside the dog. Anyone else around here? I better keep crawling. Okay, now I'm gonna risk moving with them.
I haven't eaten so long.
Oh, there's a second guard back here. Is this a good idea, or...
Freeze!
Not enough time to hide the body. We got a dog and a guy, and I'm kind of curious to see what... No, I'm not curious enough to wait around. I could just walk right in next to... Better use that D-pad. Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the games. It's so, so tough. Oh, come on. Get inside. There we go. We doing the backy sneaking scene. The backy sneaking scene is my favorite. When the cutscene starts playing and they're chasing him and Snake is looking all beat up and miserable and he's got nowhere to go and he decides to jump off a cliff in a moment of desperation, you really feel it with the character in that case because of how tough that segment
Snake,
is.
You're already in the sewers?
Eva, yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
He did, huh? I figured as much.
Yeah, and now all of Grozny Grad is on red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress...
You can't get out.
I can't?
When the fortress went on red alert, they sealed off the sewers.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. And that means the escape route I laid out is
sealed off, too.
right.
It's all
Sent
shit.
a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
I don't think I get magazine from expelling all the ammo out of the revolver. Tempted to explore, but I think this is just a visible wall. Yo, look at this. There's exploration to do. There's life medicine that I might miss. Very Silent Hill-esque gag. Now, I want that life medicine. Oh no. Where's my fork? Oh wait. Yeah! This is same. Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to reconfirm. is this? Ramen noodles at the bottom of the sewer. I never knew those were there, but I am not gonna move on immediately because we are taking our time to explore. I never knew those soggy sewer noodles were there. We're gonna eat a bunch of soggy sewer noodles right now. Oh, yeah! Oh, and I'm real glad I got to give him those noodles instead of any other noodles, because since he doesn't have any supplies, there are only like 3 items on his list, so you know those are the sewer noodles. Oh, I got 2 dogs, apparently. Oh, wait, what's that? The music's getting real excited? I can't actually go back. Oh, I wanted to test it out and see. Can I go up? Yeah. Okay, now I think I see a thing left. Can I go left? No. Color grading on this reshade mod I'm using here.
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere.
Look how good that shot looks. I saw someone mention how wearing...
This is where it ends.
Saving 1 bullet for a guy you really, really hate and wearing it like a necklace around your neck is, look at how it cut from the revolver to the cylindrical fan. Saving 1 bullet for a guy you really, really hate and then chasing him around all day through the sewers and saving that bullet as an item on a necklace that you wear all day is, very normal and great. Spatial rigging went a little nuts for a couple frames there, but it's okay. It's that scene from that movie.
Don't die on me yet.
one of the cobras.
Sad. So sad. A host of sorrows.
Okay, so I think I may have killed like
And you are one of them.
a couple people in an explosion or something. Wait, no, this is the normal run. Never mind. I've killed a ton of people. I've killed a ton of people for every night I've played this run except for tonight because I recently got used to a more non-lethal playthrough I was doing instead. Oh no. There's gonna be a lot of ghosts.
Brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake. The dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
So, on day one... Okay, we're playing on normal mode. I think I remember killing a few ocelots. On day two, I think I remember killing people pretty indiscriminately and willy-nilly. On day three, I think I remember keeping it to a minimum. Oh, these must be the day two guys.
Go.
7, 8. We got 8. I think we got 8 so far. Make that 9. I've counted 9. How many of you counted? Okay, so 9 guys before the pain. Was that day 1? I think that was day 1. Now these guys. Oh, who was that guy? What was his deal? Okay, there were like 5 soldiers and an officer, and one of the soldiers was sprinting across the water. If someone knows what that means... Sprinting soldiers, I think, are just random. Also, the fish are just random too, right? It doesn't, like, show you a dead fish for every animal you eat, does it? Oh no! I think I remember eating that vulture.
Bastard. It was you.
So then there were like 6 more as I'm climbing up the mountain. Oh no! Okay, they're not making a very big deal about it, but I have some very, sorrowful memories of the End's parrot, for sure. Okay, then there's one ocelot, one pilot, no, a second ocelot. Why would he tell us that? What does the doctor have to say about light and dark breeding within us? Gosh. My decisions from earlier are really coming back to haunt me here in Twitch chat. Pretty freaky detour. Huh.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me. You want to finish your mission, don't you? Then you'll have to shoot me. The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
Gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Oh.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with potential powers.
You should just
He had
ask
ESP,
that
which was the
question
subject of
whenever
extensive research in the
anyone
Soviet Union at the time.
brings up
He was especially gifted as a
any
medium.
kind of historical figures.
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke
What kind of
the
man
spirits of
was
the
he?
dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigyn?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
Knew what?
That he's
We
dead.
already knew.
He's been dead for 2 years now.
died 2 years ago?
Why does
At
Signet know
Salino Yards.
everything?
You know, those clips you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Salino Yards. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
No,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
not
fine.
okay. No, he's
Looks
not
like it's
fine.
not time for me to die yet.
Yes, it is
Sure
time.
hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
We're
that.
foreshadowing.
Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. Are you all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. But how did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
Goat. So I don't think there's anything particularly useful or good to get around here, so much as I just recall this area being especially pretty, hopefully more so from these camera angles. The light coming in from the almost blue skybox certainly helps. Ah, I couldn't tell that was a hill. There is a very different vibe to exploration from this camera angle. Okay, so no. Also, I was just led to Froggy. If you fall in the river, you end up going downstream to Froggy. So, if I, had the directed angle canopy, so if you switch the camera over to gamer mode, oh yeah, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, so from top-down mode, you can get a, little preview of what, where you will be in a minute. And you have to go in a counterclockwise loop in which you hug the right wall of a circular area and walk in a kind of sort of spiral pattern to end up looking at an angle similar to where they start you out at when you wake up next to the goat. But in third-person gamer mode, where you're walking forward the whole time, you don't get a visual model quite so easily of this sort of spiral design that the area has. To keep my focal point at the log. Ow, goat! Hey. If I keep my focal point pointed at the log, every now and then I get a screen full of ugly low-resolution wall textures. The camera is kept on cinematic mode the whole time. It can look quite aesthetically pleasing even when Snake's own face full of a close-up shot of a low-resolution wall texture. Player is a few feet away. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Let's do that again, but from the more boring camera angle. It also makes the environment look a lot bigger. This sort of like loop-de-loop spiral movement that you have to make is something you probably don't even really have to think about from the behind-the-back angle. Gamer camera? Should we call it the gamer camera? I think in the Tim Rogers Boku no Natsumi Yasumi review, he wants to call the traditional method for tank controls as movie controls instead of tank controls. So maybe we should call it a movie camera and then a gamer camera. So from movie camera, the movie camera seems like it's trying to keep its focal point on the waterfall, regardless of your own protesting inputs as a player. The texture of the water looks a lot better from an overhead perspective as well. Oh, we cannot crawl through. Engaging your elevation is helpful too. Okay. So let's do that again via gamer camera and think out loud about what it... How does it make us feel? Kojima personally calls it easy mode camera. It makes it feel like I'm constantly worried about interacting with something directly in Snake's nose. I wanted to position him perfectly right up onto the log before pressing the adventure mode button. The camera does an interesting turn here that I never got to see, but also there's life medicine hidden underneath a rock that I don't think I would have been able to find either. Yeah, the camera, the movie camera is hiding that life medicine in a way that gamer camera is showing you. Either way, I do want to say that the area looks smaller and weirder. These blocks of solid earth that have always been pretty weird regardless are more weird from gamer camera's point of view. If my focal point is the waterfall, then I found a faster, less weird route there. The movie camera was having me go underneath this log. This area is a quiet little natural grove that is beautiful, but only from the specific movie angle. We'll go through that one more time, but from cinematic angles with no spoken commentary whatsoever, so that we can enjoy the atmosphere as it leads into the next cutscene. And I'm also going to try to go at a very slow mode. We're going for atmosphere for this last waterfall run. goat is still knocked out. Oh no, we're poisoned. Good thing we still have 80 units of medicine in our pockets. Oh boy, this normal mode. Survival menu stuff is easy peasy. Anyways, let's have a nice quiet cinematic walk through the woods here. Yeah. Water looked like anime speed
Nice to meet
lines
you,
behind
Snake.
her.
I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
I think this is totally fine. Crazy people thought we would ever need to render 100 or so world polys. I'm wondering what counts as a world poly. I think I know what. Yeah. Video game graphics never needed to get any better than whatever the aesthetic walk in the woods we just had was. That looked gorgeous. That looked fine. It's also revelatory because it reveals that one of the reasons why PS2 games probably look so good is because of how far of a distance the camera can make from your character.
Want some?
No thanks.
Don't like snakes.
Not for dinner.
Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB?
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian. that kind of thing.
A regular Matahari.
The least you could do is call me Cynthia.
The controller was
Tell me
rumbling
How does
every
it feel
time he took a
aspiring
bite
on
of
the
snake.
country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind.
Controller rumbles with his eating.
When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see. How about sushi?
Sushi?
It's Japanese. I hear it's all the rage right now. Supposedly, it's made from raw fish.
Raw fish? Just the place for my survival techniques.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night.
Snake? Thank you, Snake.
What a thrill.
I'll be your eyes from now on.
I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme.
Thank you, Snake.
Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
Symbolism.
It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really? Good.
Yeah, he's fine.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
Well, what do you think?
Trick that you have to make apart.
The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
Mm-hmm. America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the second floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living.
Huh?
When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you. Huh?
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey.
What?
You're gonna get wet again.
I think that's my favorite line. Oh boy. Let's get cinematic. That was great. What a great cutscene. Camera doesn't seem like the rails are as smooth as they usually are. Wait, we shouldn't forget about these glowing mushrooms. These are going to be important for our batteries later. Okay, let me think a bit hard about what actual... I'm gonna be throwing poisonous... Oh no! Our cage is empty! Okay. We're going to be using the mouse traps for the first time in the whole game. Star gas spray, handkerchief. We just went to the sorrow. Deaths don't matter anymore. Although, silence of the tranquilizer gonna come in handy. Oh, they're gonna be hungry. They're gonna be hungry, so those rations will come in handy. I have other weapons. Okay. Wait, okay, I probably could teleport to the hangar with Box B, and I would. The maintenance uniform, which is the east. That one. Yeah. And splitter on both face. Ammo we want. Ocelot ate all our lunch. Did you see how there was a little reflection in the puddle on the wall, outlining the ladder that you gotta interact with? Did you get the spirit camo? I don't know. How does that work? How do you non-lethal the sorrow? How do you kill the sorrow by any other means? Okay, from here on out, kills don't matter. I've already explored this place and sweeped it for items. We should be going smooth, fast, and clean, and risk averse. You gotta reach the Sorrow's corpse at the rift. Well, what about the kills on your way there, though? What determines it not appearing? Because I sure did not non-lethal my way through the game up to this point. I don't think they're gonna give me anything for using the cinematic camera only. It's a lot of fun to play that camera. I believe I could just walk past all these people with high enough camo and spider camo on for a minimal amount of the time it would. But let's instead go counterclockwise. Nah, let's play it cinematic. No, let's play it risk averse. That means cinematic. I can keep the camera on the interesting threat while still going counterclockwise. Yeah, let me just put as much distance between me and these guys as I can. And hug the perimeter of this whole area in a counterclockwise direction until I get to the truck at the camera's 1 o'clock right now. I'm gonna cardboard box inside that truck to teleport over to the east wing, and then scientist disguise my way through the east wing up to the lockers, where I will search the lockers for a maintenance uniform, use that to sneak inside the hangar, plant the C3, and blow up the Shagohod and save America. Prove America's innocence. So I guess Groznygrad is the hardest part of the game because it's the only part of the game you don't just jump to 90% camo as soon as you go down and put your belly on the ground. Also, let me see what that spirit camo does. What's the deal? Eliminates footstep noises. Oh, sounds useful. Also allows wearer to drain stamina by choking in. Allows wearer to drain stamina. Draining stamina is not something I normally want to do. So I'm not entirely 100% sure on what they by that. But look at how the camera is tilted in a way that gives you a pretty clean, clear view of everyone on the runway. I think if you're in someone's sightline, 65% camo might be a partial spot at that distance, but I think 75... Yeah, okay, if I go by D-pad, we're at 70. I think that means you can just enjoy the view while you do this. Your camo just looks cool. It's pajamas. Gotta give it that. Yeah, are you a vampire who is sucking their stamina out through CQ? Or are you a sleepy, tired boy who becomes more sleepy and more tired faster through... Do you believe RDR2 horseballs changing size with the weather was worth developer? Man, I don't know. Cali Huevos. I don't know about horse testicles. I'm against it. Yeah, if you show up on the stream to ask a question about horse testicles, please don't hold my answer to any kind of expectation of value. I'm not a horse testicologist. Testologist? Not a testician.
Weapons Lab East Wing.
So, speaking of sound design, every sound effect you hear in these cutscenes is mixed down to a single .wav or similar audio file. They don't come from separate emitters. There's no separate track between birds chirping for ambiance versus music for drama. What was I going with that? So in the cutscene where he's waiting on the truck, there are some weird noises in the background. It sounds like a gust of wind is making a piece of sheet metal flex in the wind. But you sure don't see it. You hear it though. You heard? Why did I just say you heard in 2024 on a Metal Gear Solid 3 of every... By the way, I think I ruined the fun, but I don't think it really matters that much about using the...
I'm so hungry.
Bird beats. I don't think using the face mask matters while using the scientist uniform. A lot of players like to instinctively combine the two. I don't think it's necessary. There we go, finally. Uniform the maintenance crew wears. So if I take the weirdest part about my face off, which obviously is the face paint, I should have a perfect disguise for the hangar now.
Snake, I see you've managed
sneaking
to sneak
suit.
into the
Shit,
hangar.
I think I forgot the sneaking suit.
Shagohod's in here.
Oh, that we get to
Completed
use for
phase 2
sneaking
Shagohod
for like
represents a grave threat
two
to
whole
the
areas of the very,
Not allowed
very
to be
end game.
mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagohod. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I Can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagohod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagohod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo. Like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high,
The only
best
black
way is
guy
to
in the
take out those
game
liquid fuel tanks with
says
the C3.
yo every time he comes on the scene.
You know there's 4 tanks in there, right?
And,
you have to put C3 on all 4 of them.
Something about
To
the
plan a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip
vocal
the C3
direction
and press
is
the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
eyebrow raiser too.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
Sigint seems
I'll
noticeable
make sure
because
I finish
his
planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set,
his
you've got
usage
20
of
minutes
African
until it
American
explodes,
vernacular and the way he talks
So make
seems
sure
like
you get
the
your ass out
one
of that place by then.
section of
Think that's about all
minutiae
I've got.
American culture
Rest is
research
up
that
to you.
Hideo Kojima didn't do
Good luck, pal.
before.
We're counting on you, Snake.
Forward. Yo is a military abbreviation or snafu. I thought it was jazz slang from New York. I thought the first people who said yo were jazz musicians in New York in the 1940s. Yeah, for some reason there's stuff here now. There was not stuff in here the first time. Life medicine, silencers for 2 of the most frequently used guns in the game. Look at this really interesting camera angle. Gosh, I love it. Like every few rooms you have a situation where you can imagine Hideo Kojima thinking about what would make this camera angle look a little more interesting here. And apparently looking through the windows of a building from the outside was on the list at some point. Sneaking through the bushes, looking at Snake from the bushes happens every now and then. Where is the sneaking suit? I thought I would have found it if I'm searching through the lockers. Isn't this where it is? Do I need to punch these doors down? I think I need to punch them. Rykov's locker that you skipped. Oh, the one that... Okay. There it is. So, sneaking suit is really body armor. Cuts all damage in half and reduces stamina. I don't think it's actually as good for sneaking as it is for fighting, though. Which is... a problem. But we'll find out later how it holds up. Still have a ways to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people so far. Game looks good. 6, let's make that 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh wait, what about the fuel can? Built by the camera.
I'm so hungry.
2, I think is... Yeah, there it is. Dun 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 dun.
I'm so hungry. Huh?
Dun dun dun. Things have been pretty
Snake?
cinematic so far.
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the second charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay. I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
Oh, welcome, Broderick. We got 2 bombs down. I missed the one. There was one on the center column. Oh, there's one. I think I knew about that one. Oh, I called.
I'm famished.
Oh, there one right here? Yes. Well, that seems... Things might have gone a bit too smoothly in general. Are we gonna be pulling that off with no mistakes made whatsoever? Seems too good to be true, but we did. It's a master collection. So very crisp. I think the combination of the slick, clean interior environment and just a really good upscaling job for the most part is making this particular area look more crisp than the most of the foresty areas have some kind of most of the foresty areas have a lot of transparent surfaces.
Gotcha this time.
Make the transition to remastering as clean as back surface.
Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
I haven't noticed anything weird going on with clothing fluttering in the wind. They use Xbox controls from the Bluepoint Xbox ports, where you use the left stick to account for actions that were mapped onto pressure-sensitive buttons before.
Why'd you come back?
I'm thinking about saving it during the boss fight and seeing how I do during the boss fight to determine whether or not I keep the stream going. Because I like to wrap them up around 11:30, but I don't want to... Oh wait, Ghost! Yeah. But I don't want to... Maybe I should wrap it up here to keep things extra cinematic for the next section. Am I 4 hours away from the... Okay, so I've got, some important chores and housework the evening. I'm going to make this save here where that seems like the story was naturally suggesting that I save here. Metal Gear Solid 3 likes to naturally suggest that you would feel like pretty natural transition moments and act structure. Like, you are asked to save at the end of the Virtuous mission, and the Virtuous mission has a arc. You're asked to save when Snake goes to sleep at the beginning of the Snake Eater mission. Kind of weird. I think you're asked to save during certain parts of the story where downtime transitions into a change of mood. Yeah, stop here so it becomes a cinematic cliffhanger. If I go forward, it'll be a weirder cliffhanger. If I stop here for now, it's a cinematic cliffhanger though. And I feel like I might have had to play in European Extreme mode on my own time to really get used to it. But the trick to play Metal Gear Solid 3 all cinematic like is to just belly crawl. It's doable, it's possible. Oh god, Alt F4, Alt F4, Alt F4. Okay. We are out. Quiet. Way I can get us some more atmosphere. Clicks. Wrap things up. Discussion. Because of the... Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Because of some fun discussion about where they put those save points, now they seem to kind of match up with intermissions and act transitions. Will Snake escape? Is Volgan going to kill them? Will they find out there's bombs? Find out next Monday on Metal Gear Monday, where George is going to save the world the night before the potential end. Oh my god. The night before the potential end of American civilization. So I just realized that the election's going on November 5th, and the next Metal Gear Monday is on November 4th. I really thought George was an old hat at the harder difficulties. Has Giorgio lost his S-tier skills? To be fair, it's been a long time. Oh, okay, bot. No, I'll have you know that what I'm actually trying to do here is figure out how to play the game really well from a worse camera angle system. I've been playing I've been playing a non-lethal European Extreme run from the crappy camera angles in my own time through my own saves. This was a normal mode where I'm allowed to make mistakes. Also, I did pretty well. I didn't get caught at all, I don't think, on my way. I think the last time I got caught was after Snake's breaking out of jail and trying to find a concealable route towards the sewer exit. Do you still have that old EE No Trank run on your channel? I believe so. Who is column 1, row 2? Good question. I think it might be the Arms Tech president, maybe? I feel like I recognize the others pretty well enough. The guy in the upper right, who is column 3, row 1. Is that Vulcan Raven? No, Vulcan Raven's in the middle. Is it Liquid? I think it's Liquid. Maybe his polys are all weird. Remember, the 4th of November, Shagohod, Volgan, and Boss. I see no reason why Cobra's last season should ever be forgot. I think the game looks better than I remember. Characters' facial rigging is more impressive than I remember. However, the high resolution is really revealing how triangular some of the portions of a character's cheek flesh can get. Oh, that's Otacon. I couldn't recognize it was Otacon on the left row because of the missing glasses. That's not what I was picturing Otacon looking like behind his glasses at all. Oh man, that's cute. Yeah, I will wrap up the stream here and upload it to YouTube immediately. Yeah, Metal Gear Monday. So, okay, no, it felt weird to wrap it up there, actually. And I think that's because at some point I have to talk out loud with my mouth. I have to improvise and vomit out some kind of talk at some point about how when you're playing the game from this camera angle and you're moving the control stick in directions that are relative to your character instead of where the camera is pointed, it will make you it can make you play from a very, very fundamentally different camera. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it feels very different thinking about problems of tactical movements and tactical visibility when there's some weird obsession with making sure that you're viewing the action as a kitschy, naturistic Thomas Kincaid painting. And that observing that and talking about that might be kind of important.